Cheers, people. What's up? I'm Renn. This is the machine, and we're back out here once again to take a final look at this before I start laying the beds out. I've done my best to level it with my rake over the past few weeks. It's been over a month now since I laid this stuff in here, and I think I've finally got most of the low spots filled in and the high spots pulled down. There's a little bit more to do, but at this point it feels solid when I'm walking on it for the most part. I don't find any really soft, spongy spots like I was. So the deer have been helping me out a little bit, but those small little hoofs of theirs don't do a whole lot. But at least they're not tearing it up. There are a few little blades of grass growing up through the thinner parts here and there, and even at the thinnest part, this is probably 6 inches to 8 inches. I've left the string on up to this point just so I can continue to level this and fill it in. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it out now, and I'm going to leave these stakes in for the moment because that's going to mark, well, that does mark the outer perimeters of my netting, where my netting is going to go. So I do not want to lose track of those. Examples of some of this Bermuda trying to grow up through. Well, it is growing up through, but I anticipated some of that, but we'll see how it goes next year because this stuff was really thick, so I anticipated some grow through. There's not a whole lot, and what there is very small and sparse, nothing big. All right, so it's clear that is no job for somebody with any kind of OCD, because the more I looked at that, the less happy I was with some of the irregularities in the contours. So as you can see, I'm doing a little bit more leveling, and it's become obvious what's going to have to happen is I'm just going to have to take that line down, or I'm just going to keep messing with it, trying to get it perfect. But it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be smooth and even for the most part. That's what I'm after. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those lines before this just goes on and on. Well, there's that temptation gone. All right, so the next part of this little adventure is going to require this. I haven't had this out in a while. Let me get that thing set up. There it is, set up. It takes about a couple seconds. If you remember, I had a bunch of spare wood. Just so happens I have 8 of these. I don't know what they came off of, but they're going to make, I think these were for shelves. These were supports for shelves. So it should be good wood. I'll go ahead and make 8 stakes out of those, and those will mark out my 2 beds. Go, 8 of those.
that.
All right, had to take a little time out, talk to the neighbor. He's renovating the houses next door. All right, here's what I wound up with. I'm gonna have 2 beds, each one of them approximately 40 feet, or 4 feet wide rather, and about 59 feet, just under 60 feet long. Because what I've done is, I've given myself a 3-foot border around both sides and both ends. And so what that leaves me with is I wanted to have plenty of room for the sides of any plants that I'm growing to grow outside the bed without getting within reach of the net. You know, I wanted there to be a good boundary there. And then I left a boundary of 2 feet between rows. I measured my wheelbarrow, and the bed of it is just over 2 feet. It's about, I don't know, 26, 27 inches wide. So just over 2 feet. So that's plenty of room there for me to get in there between those rows and do anything I need to do. Because this will be for vegetables and whatever other plants, you know, I'm going to grow. You guys know what I'm about. So I won't just be growing smoke here. I'll be growing edibles and anything else I can think of. And I might not, you know, be utilizing all of the bed space at one time, but that's fine, because I just wanted to have room to grow into this. And boy, even looking at this now, I can see some spots I want to level, and I probably will over the next few days. But now that those stakes are in the ground, those aren't going to move. Those are just going to stay there until they rot away, and then they need to be replaced. But all right, people, there you go. If you're growing, hope you're kicking ass. If you're not growing, hope you start soon. Cheers, people. Later.